to the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Might be calling a hot route. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one.
Makes a grab and room to run. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Hoosiers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The run inside. It's Richard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on defense.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Out of the backfield, he's open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
They'll run it. It's Beebe. Next going for the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Underwood. Pressure coming. Trying to get away. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Marshall. Maybe a crease. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Handoff to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Here's the pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The running back has it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Throwing, Underwood. Complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. You can tell it was the running back.
Find some room at the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge...
Snags it, and he's open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Beebe. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Hoosiers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for the score. Into the house. Touchdown, Indiana! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. here comes the Michigan offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move, it's Marshall. Here's a little room there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Underwood to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10.
Ready. Kill.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Flips it out on the screen. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slip.
Might have a chance. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. In the red area, it's Marshall. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snap it to the back. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Making side adjustments here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got it back on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. With the catch, it's shot. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 3 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's Cincinnati with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, and he's free. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Hoover. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside, it's Richard. Makes it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
That's caught. It's Becker. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Preston. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He's got an open man. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wilson will throw. Pucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They take the lead with the 6. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood. They're working that left side. Bulldozes his way through. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The run inside. It's Beebe. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm. Makes the grab in their space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Hoosiers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Richard. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for room, it's Richard. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. When I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. The sure hands. It's Marshall. Open space at the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The give to the lone running back. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Throwing, Underwood. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play. Ball right in his hand.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Richard. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking for room. It's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to pass. It's Hoover. Fires left. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Indiana! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here's Underwood to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds. And keep being physical with the run game.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Using his legs, it's Richard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Running inside, it's Pritchard. Bust through behind his pad. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for touchdown, Indiana! And the pummeling has started. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Underwood. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
To the air, it's Underwood. And that one's incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets a block. And there he goes. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The run inside. It's Martin. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, this offense is one of the 25 best in the nation on third down. That time they try to run it, but give the defense credit. Physical at the point of attack, they're able to get the stop, now setting up for it.
And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quarterback making checks.
Kill. 390, Twilight. 390, Twilight. Kill. 180, raise car. 180, raise car.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Underwood. The short hands, it's Owens. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Buchanan. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody